Earlier in the week, I posted a video on my views of the American economy and the American dream. I asked everyone to vote for Barack Obama, which I still encourage. Tonight, I will talk about taxes. All productive Americans have always and always will be responsible for paying taxes on their income to the federal government. It's just the way it is. I'm fine with that. It only seems fair that we get roads, schools, a military, and a government for our contributions. It's a decent bargain, right? Personally, I would like to see better roads with safer bridges, better schools regardless of the location, and a government more in tune with the average American than the current one. But I do think we have the best military money can buy. But I think defense contracts could be fulfilled much cheaper than they are if big business was not milking the government, often with the help from the inside, for all it's worth. I also think that a national health care system is not totally unrealistic. But here's where I take the greatest issue on taxes. When big business is getting tax breaks, even quote-unquote legitimate ones that aren't only available to them because they have a Cayman Islands post office box, in the hopes that if they do well, we all do well, it just seems wrong to me to let them pay less taxes. They're already doing well. Don't reward them with tax breaks and give them the advantage of not spending profits on taxes in hopes that they will come up with some new technology to better the world. Instead, I would rather see grants offered to smaller companies to come up with the next big thing. Why should the oil companies be allowed to not pay taxes on windfall profits so that they can take that money, which would be paid to taxes, and invest it in the next new technology? Are oil companies entitled to keep making money? If they aren't willing to invest their already outrageous profits to stay competitive, why should they keep making money? This is prohibitive of the American dream. If big business gets that advantage, how can Joe Sixpack, with a great idea, compete? Overall, I don't think the Americans would mind paying taxes if they approved of what they were being spent on. Myself, I would gladly pay $10 a week more if I knew that it meant I could go to the dentist when I needed to, or that the bridge down the street wasn't in danger of collapse. And the fact is that there are Americans who need assistance in getting by through no fault of their own. A few bucks of our pay can help them. The Republicans try to convince you that the more taxes paid by us means a free ride for people unwilling to work, which will possibly be the case in a few instances. The question in my mind is, would I rather pay for another jet for the CEO of ExxonMobil, or provide a meal on the table of the innocent child born to a family of slackers down the street? I know nobody wants to help the slacker, but the truth is that there are children who need our tax dollars, through no fault of their own. If we decide to take care of the children, we can. But it's also up to us to keep Washington honest. If we have ideas, we need to make them heard. And if our neighbor is abusing the system, we need to report them. We can help Washington keep a tighter watch on our money. In closing, I offer an analogy. If you picture yourself, the American worker, as a raindrop, and productivity or revenue as a river, big business is the mill on that river with a water wheel. Day after day, we push against the wheel, filling up the buckets and driving it round and around, our only goal being to get a little further down the line. As we push, the troughs are filled. At the top, the troughs pour out, powering the mill. Big business gets the majority of the water in those troughs, while we get whatever splashes over. That is the basis for the trickle-down theory. Now ask yourself, how much further or faster down the line could we have gotten if nobody erected that wheel?